Here we are in beautiful California at the NAMM Show 2024. Here to take a look at some goodies. It's basically a giant toy store for us musicians. So let's see what we have coming up in the new year. All right, I am hanging out here at the Revv amplification booth with Sam. Sam, how are you doing, man?
Good, how are you?
Doing awesome, doing awesome. So you guys have some pretty exciting stuff happening recently.
Yeah, man, a couple new products. It's also our 10th anniversary, and that kind of coincides with one of the new products.
Yeah.
So it's been good, yeah. I think this is probably our 8th or 9th NAMM show now. Kind of commemorate 10 years, we wanted to do an anniversary version of the generator, which is the first new thing that we got, which is this one right here. Essentially, it's the same feature set as the Mark III. It's got the 2 notes on board. It's got all the same like voicing options and whatnot. It is revoiced. Our older amps like run the Mark III, which is the 3rd iteration, and the Mark I and II definitely were a little less refined and a little more hairy, like kind of aggressive. And some people told us that they actually kind of liked that. Obviously, the MKIII was our most like refined version. So we wanted just to take some of the aspects of the different generations of that amp and put them into one unit to kind of commemorate 10 years. So that's basically what it is. It's a revoiced version. It's a little more aggressive, a little more mid-forward, a little more open sounding, kind of more akin to like what the MK2s would sound like, but with kind of the tightness of the MK3 and all the features.
Awesome, so, for a high gain guy like myself, I'm all for it. I like the hairier, something a little bit more raw, and obviously if I want to refine it, I can always do that in the box.
Totally, there's a lot of voicing options, and the 2 notes cap stuff too just gives you so many possibilities for running direct. So you can still, get it super smooth and like kind of fine-tuned if you want to, but if you want it to just be a little more pissed off, it'll do that, so yeah.
Absolutely, we're always angry.
Absolutely, that's why we do this, man.
And then the first day of NAMM, I opened up my phone and I took a look on Instagram. All of a sudden there was a 50-watt generator, and I was thinking, no, I can only handle 2 amps in 1 week.
Too many. So this is the actual like brand new product this year. This is kind of a reissue, but the 50 is like totally new to us. It's kind of the replacement for our generator 740.
Okay.
And since we started putting the 2 notes embedded in the amps, this has kind of been the most requested size that we've got, because we've had the 120, which is like big, and then the G20 is a lot more compact, little lunchbox just with the mono 2 notes out. Not as many preamp stages, so people were really, really hot for like a mid-sized generator, and we finally decided that it was time to do that. So this is the 50. It's voiced and kind of the same feature set as the 120, rather than, it's closer to the 120 than the G20 in terms of the features. It's got the three channels, different voicing options, different drive stages for every channel. It's got the stereo 2 notes on board. The main difference is just that obviously it's 50 watts and it has the 3rd channel only is the purple channel. It's the 3 channel.
Okay, I was going to ask which channel you guys swapped out.
It is the purple channel that it's based on, which the old 740 was based on the red channel, so that was definitely a change. There is some aspects of the red sound, like a little more low-end boom to it and everything. We obviously want to get as much into it as we can, but being a smaller amp, 4 channels wasn't going to work, and the purple channel is kind of what we became known for, so we wanted to roll with that.
Absolutely, that's what everyone knows. It's like the G3 pedal.
I was going to say, everyone asks, they're like, oh, is it the pedal? And it's like,
it's
the G3.
Pedal.
Yeah, the G3 came from this amp. Like it was the Mark II version, and for anyone who doesn't know, the G series pedals are essentially just pedal versions of the channels on the 120. But the G3 was the pedal that kind of put Revv on the map at all. Like even after the generator, I feel like the G3 was kind of our foray into like being in stores, and like it was just a more approachable version of that sound. So purple channel seems to be the one that people know us for. So that was kind of why we wanted to base it off of that.
Absolutely. I mean, I definitely know you guys from your awesome high gain tones and everything, and I love the mid-range that you guys have. It's such a colorful mid-range. It's something that I don't really find in a lot of other amplifiers, and I'm typically like 6505, 5150 kind of guy.
Which is why probably you like the purple channel, because that's very mid-forward, very tight, quick low-end attack. Like that's kind of what we like. I get, our amps aren't based on anything. It wasn't like we're like, oh, we're gonna make a 5150 that does this. But I think Dan, when he was designing it, it's like there's aspects of the rectifier that are awesome, but there's aspects of it that he doesn't, like the loose low end, and you have to boost it to get any sort of like attack of it.
And that really fizzy high end.
And with the 5150, it's like, the gain channel's great, but the clean is like non-existent. It's like like an ice pick, So I think we just kind of wanted to refine aspects of what we liked and didn't like about different sounds, and that kind of is what resulted in the purple and the red channel. It's like the red channel is essentially like if you were able to boost a recto and get it super tight and compressed without needing to use other pedals. And the purple channel is kind of like a little more kind of like same type of attack character as a 5150, very mid forward, but like a little bit bigger in the low end, and then also the clean channel being very clean. That was the main thing. Is like that's kind of like no channel was meant to be an afterthought. It's like the clean channel is just as important as the crunch channel. It's just as important as the high gain channel, and that's kind of what we set out to do with the generator.
Absolutely.
So, yeah.
And you said it. You hit the nail on the head. You guys are unlike any other amplifier, where you guys have focused so much on each individual channel. I was playing on the 100R yesterday.
Yeah.
Cool. And that guy, it can get the most pristine of cleans. It can get the hairiest of distortions if you want. It's fantastic. It's like one amp for several different types of guitarists.
Yeah, that was kind of the intent. Like, if we're going to make a big 4-channel amplifier, it's kind of got to do everything, you know? Like, you don't want to have a big 4-channel amp with this many knobs and buttons and have part of it be redundant, like, you know? So, and, you know, we do the single channel thing with the D20, or like the D40 is like 2-channel, like slightly broken up, like it's a different voice. But for the generator, that was kind of the goal, just the all-in-one kind of.
Cool. Well, Sam, thank you so much for talking with me today.
You. Appreciate you coming by.
Absolutely. And guys, definitely check out the 10th anniversary 120 over here, and also the G50 50-watt generator.
Thanks, man.
Thank you. I'm hanging out here at the Aristides booth with Eric. Eric, how are you doing, my friend?
I'm doing great. Last day.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm sure you guys are absolutely beat. So you guys have some exciting stuff coming in to the year 2024.
Yeah.
Yeah, what do you guys got?
Well, the biggest change in our guitar types are the 2 basses. We have a 4-string prototype bass here.
Yeah.
We call it the SB4. And we have the SB5, it's a 5-string version. These are prototypes. You know, people react really great on them.
Yes.
So we're moving them into production really fast. People are pre-ordering them. We got a 6-string bass coming up.
Okay.
We just wanted to check the 4-string and the 5-string first.
Yes.
So after that's checked, after this NAMM show, they will go to some artists. We're going to let them, play around with it.
Yeah.
Get some feedback, do some minor changes maybe. But I think they're pretty great as they are. We also got the multiscale evertunes.
Yes.
We got the 8, 7, and 6. So that's the thing that people actually stop by for specifically, because they know the evertune, they love it.
Yeah.
And together with evertune, we talked about making a slanted version, a multiscale version. And the guys from evertune, they are just great. They gave us the opportunity to do the development ourselves.
And you guys do the outside part of the evertune, right?
Yeah, so for the multiscale, we do the outside. We use the exact evertune saddles, the whole system, so it works the same. We did some modification, so it's a little bit lower. It fits our guitar better.
Yeah.
It perfectly fits our multiscale, of course. And we did a little bit of redesign on the back, so that the spacing of the saddles is a little bit better for our guitars.
Okay.
So the strings line up perfectly with the pickups, for example. Minor improvements we talk about, fitting it in our guitars.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's great. I'm so happy to hear that you guys have that coming out and everything, because that's something I didn't expect to see.
No.
I woke up one morning and I looked on, I'm always on Instagram. I'm on Instagram looking at stuff. Also, it's like, what the heck is that? Is that evertune?
Is that real?
Yeah, is that real? I wasn't sure. And Mike Stringer of Spirit Box ended up getting the first one.
Yeah.
That is so freaking cool, dude.
It actually started with Mike. He really wanted it. And we said, we know we can do it and we want it. We're going to talk with the guys from evertune. They're great guys.
Yeah.
And they said, well, let's go, let's try. And they, of course, they stopped by this NAMM show. They looked and they were doing like, oh my God, it's great.
That is fantastic. Well,
great.
Eric, thank you so much for talking with me. Everyone, definitely check out Aristides. They are absolutely killer guitars. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Chris.
All right, we are hanging out at the Enki booth at NAMM 2024 with Dave. Dave, how are you doing, my friend?
I'm doing well. How are you, Chris?
Doing very good. And you guys have a brand new case.
We do.
Yeah. You want to tell me about it?
So this is the new X. This is the first size in the new X line. So this is your standard body guitar case.
Okay.
We went through with all of our artists. We got a ton of feedback over the years of having the AMG line. The AMG line is a bomber case, and there's some features on there that artists would like to see.
Yeah.
So we designed this case with the artists that tour like 100+ days a year. They're always on the road with their cases, and we put everything into this case. So as you can see, this is a completely streamlined design. Nothing sticks out on the case.
Yeah, this is great because it's easily stackable for like if you're touring. Yeah, you can stack stuff. It's got the boxy shape, like you said. The handles on the back, it looks like here.
Yes, so it's completely recessed into the case. Yeah, these are going to pack well in trailers, vans, much easier than the AMG line.
Okay.
And other cases on the market.
Yes.
So the other difference is we went with a wider design that inside, and actually we went with 2 latches too instead of 1.
Oh, okay, so instead of the one on the top.
And so the inside is actually wider, and the opening is bigger for faster guitar changes.
Yeah, and that'll be nice because I'm a Floyd Rose guy. And I noticed my Floyd Rose adds a little bit of width to the guitar on the inside.
Yes.
So having that a little wider is really nice, actually. I don't feel like it's pushing on the bridge too much.
Les Pauls fit in here without modifying the inserts.
Yeah.
We do have our insert system that's modular, so you can unvelcro the panels, you can customize the fit for the combination of guitars that you have. All the panels have cut resistant strips for like your Floyd Rose.
Yeah.
So where the strings and the bridge make contact with the panels, it's a nice slick surface, so these inserts are going to wear really well.
Okay.
All the components on the case are now a zinc alloy metal.
Oh, okay, even better, even more protection there.
Even more protection. The dual latch design obviously gives you a peace of mind, so you got kind of a safety net with another latch.
Yeah.
We do have a dedicated padlock hole here, so you can lock it, you can zip tie it, you can do whatever you want. Put a TSA lock on here.
Makes it great for traveling. Yeah, if you're going across seas, if you have to fly, great case for it.
Yeah, awesome. And then one of the cool parts about building the new case is we actually got to build our own custom Enki composite core skateboard wheels.
Nice.
Yeah,
Nice.
so
yeah, are they a little wider?
they are wider.
Okay.
Yeah, they're double the width.
Are they done? That's nice because, when I have 2 NP cases, I have some of the other line here, and I'll have to put them together so that they don't like tip over, if I'm rolling both of them at the same time. But having that wider wheel, the stability I'm sure is there.
Yeah, these are rock solid.
That's so awesome.
Yeah, going into venues, over obstacles, rough pavement.
Yeah.
It's like, this is solid for sure.
City life,
Yep.
So that's what it is. That's awesome. And this is the MKIII case, right?
Correct. Yes.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Dave, for talking to me about the new case that you guys have coming. Any idea when this will be open to the general people?
So we're taking pre-orders right now.
Okay.
And we're expecting to ship April, May this year.
Awesome. It'll be here before we even know it.
Yes.
Yeah, it'll be here super quick.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you so much, my friend.
Yeah, thank you, Chris. I appreciate it.
Definitely. Check out Enki Cases, guys, if you're looking for an awesome touring case for your basses, guitars, all that stuff. All right, that is a wrap on the NAMM Show 2024. I just want to put out a huge thank you to all of the brands that took the time to step aside and talk to me about the awesome equipment and gear that is coming out this year. And a huge thank you to everyone that has been watching all my videos. If you are enjoying my videos in any way, shape, or form, please consider hitting that subscribe button and that like button just so that YouTube knows my video does not suck. And with that being said, my name is Chris with High Impact Audio, and I will see you guys next time.